Speaker, and may I thank the Minister for sight of her statement a short time ago. I have to say, though, that this statement seems very empty and appears to be a case of saying something because she has something to say rather than because she has something to say. I mean, it is a reaction to the protests we've seen rather than a real plan for the future or any indication that there is a real plan for the future. Can I ask her, since there was no mention of it in her statement, where is the government's response to the report of the Green Finance Task Force? We were promised it in spring of this year. Surely there should have been at least some indication of this in this statement on the way forward. Where, too, is the response to the comments of the Governor of the Bank of England, warning of the economic risks of low-carbon transition? Will the government commit to creating a green and resilient pipeline of low-carbon projects? And will she clarify that institutional investors will be made responsible for limiting climate-related financial risks to pensions, savings and investments? In June last year, the Environmental Audit Committee warned of an alarming collapse in investment in renewable energy. And this morning she told us that wave and tidal power had been outcompeted for support. What is the government doing to address the low investment in renewables? And finally, Mr. Deputy Speaker, the UK is set to miss its emissions reduction targets under the Climate Change Act for the fourth carbon budget by 3 to 12% and for the fifth carbon budget by 6 to 20%. Will she commit the government to implementing the recommendations of its own Green Finance Task Force in full? And will she give that commitment today?